Happy International Day of Yoga. So before starting, we'll start the three Onkar, then we'll start the session. All of you sit straight, eyes closed, back straight. Three times Onkar chanting. First you should breathe in. Om. Breathe in. Om. Breathe in. Om. Open your eyes with blue blinks. I'll request Principal Sir, please speak something about International Yoga Day.
I hope all of you might be known about that. This is being cultured in ancient Indians. We have actually been discovered, been doing this yoga. But now this has been adopted by 177 countries. You can imagine this, which we have invented long back as a remedial action, remedial part for health, because this term yoga has been come from the Sanskrit word yog. Yog means actually together. It's been united. And what does it unite it? It actually unites the body and mind. When you do yoga, your body and mind actually been synchronized. When it's synchronized properly, then are all the nerves, all other our body's part, they work or function well. That's why the UN General Assembly has addressed, United Nations General Assembly has told that yoga is one which actually make the health, that is physical as well as well-being of a person synchronized without any medicine or physical intake. Clear? So as UN has addressed this one, that's why almost now, even if today 177 countries or more than that might be celebrating this International Day of Yoga. And thanks to our Honorable Prime Minister, who has actually campaigned for the same and took this one to a wider range. It does not require any medicine, any intake. It can be done by you itself. It does not require any specific time. It does not require any specific instrument. But wherever you want, whatever you want, how much time you want, you can do this one as per your convenient time, convenient part. That's why it says that, we say that it is the only one through which you can have lot of benefits in terms of your posture correction, in terms of your better sleep, in terms of your stress management, in terms of even if some of these diseases which can be cured on aspect or on doing this yoga regularly.
So yoga, when you raise your hand, yoga and exercise, what's the difference? Yoga helps to develop your nerves. Yoga helps to bring more oxygen to your blood. Whereas exercise helps to develop your muscle. So you have to build up your muscle, you have to go to the gym and do it. You know, develop your patience, you know, develop your mind, then you have to do yoga. So oxygen is needed. So in 1893, Swami Vivekanand, he went to USA to the World Religion Summit. He got only 3 minutes to speak. With lot of difficulties, he got 3 minutes. What happened? He's having a turban. He got up. He was on the stage. He's 30 years old man. He's speaking about yoga and Vedanta. He just said, "My dear brothers and sisters of America," and the clap went for next 5 minutes. You know what happened? That's yoga for your body, but you're doing yoga for your inner being. So please remember, your inner being is always there, being silent. It's called Sakshi. In Vedanta, it's called Sakshi. Who is always observing you, who always seeing you, who is always giving you some kind of sense. It's called Vivek. Sometimes, you're about to do something wrong thing. Somebody stopping you. Oh, don't do that. So that is called practicing inner yoga, or called mindfulness. So do this yoga, what Sir is teaching. Also find your inner being, your inner friend. Sometimes in the evening, find out that 5 minutes to search for that quest of finding your inner being. Sometimes once you find your inner being, you will see that your study is happening well, your exercise going really well, your friend circles, they are behaving really well. So find that inner being, inner friend, talk to your inner friend most of the time. I have this problem, what to do? Automatically there is something will come out from within. Within means from your heart. Okay? So that's called inner yoga. So in this special occasion of International Yoga Day, I'm wishing all of you to practice inner yoga, outer yoga, and also promote this yoga to the world community, to your community, at least to tell your parents, let's start doing Surya Namaskar. Let's start doing some community yoga. Then the yoga will spread and we will pass this message to generation of generation. So what Sir said, I'm repeating, India to be the Vishwa Guru, what Sri Aurobindo thought of his dream, India is to Vishwa Guru, will happen when you practice inner yoga, all of us, all of you to practice inner yoga and outer yoga together to build that mental ability, your physical sense, your emotional stability, that will give India as one of the next age of citizens.
We are going to do 4 types of yoga. First is standing, then sitting, then lying down on your back, then lying down on your stomach. Right? 4 types of yoga we are doing. First we will do the standing. Standing we are going to do first neck bending. Right? We are doing 4 types of neck bending. One is front and back, then bending both sides, then twisting both sides, then rotation clockwise and anti-clockwise. Let's all of you stand properly, legs together, both hands straight. The yoga means you have to do with the breathing. Always whatever you do, you need to be breathe properly and synchronize. So how to do this? When you breathe in, your head should be completely back. As you breathe out, you have to bend front, touch your chin, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, bending back, breathe out. Touch your chin on your neck muscles, breathe in, stretch a little more, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Just relax. Take a deep breath. Then second we are doing bending. First you will start from the right, then you start from the left. First in the center you should breathe in. All of you breathe in, breathe out. bend on your right. Your right. Breathe in center. Breathe out. Bend on your left. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bend on your right. Breathe in center. Breathe out. Bend on your left. Breathe in center. Breathe out. When you bend, stretch a little more. Breathe in center. Breathe out. Right. Breathe in center. Breathe out. Stretch a little more. Breathe in center. Breathe out. 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 Relax. This is called bending. Then third one is you have to twist. How to twist? Just twist on your right and left. How to breathe? In center you should be breathe in. All you breathe in. As you breathe out, twist on your right. Your right. Breathe in center. Breathe out. Twist on your left. Breathe in center. Breathe out. Breathe in center. Breathe out. Stretch more. Breathe in center. Breathe out. 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 Breathe in. Relax. First is up and down, bending both sides, then twisting. The last one is rotation. First you have to do the clockwise, then you have to do the anti-clockwise. Let's do the clockwise. First bend front, start bending, make it rotate. Rotate, one, slow and continuous movement. Two, three, breathing should be normal. Four, five, reverse, anti-clockwise. Five, four, three, two, one. Open your eyes. This is all about neck. Because neck is the vital part in our body. Because whatever you do, keep on doing, the blood flows goes more upwards. So that's why it's very, very necessary. You keep on doing, it will not having the neck pain or shoulder pain. Because maximum time you are having a heavy bag and come to school. So you will do for 4, 5, 6, 7 years, you start getting the pain on the neck region. It is very, very good for that. Now next is shoulder. First, all you keep your hands on your shoulder, elbow close. Start rotating with the normal breathing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reverse. 5. Make it slow. 4, 3, 2, 1. Put your hands down, eyes closed, take a deep breathing. This is the neck. Then after neck you did shoulder. Now you are going to do a posture. This is called tree posture. Right? This is very, very good for your concentration. First you should do the right side, then you have to do the left side. How to do the right side? Just to have a look. First you should fold your right leg. First you have a look. After folding, the heel should be facing upward. The toes should be facing downwards, very close. There is no gap. This is step 1. Step 2, you have to raise your both hands both sideways. Keep the palms together. Touch your biceps to the ear. Body should be straight and looking front to a single point. Then after 2, then 3 comes back to your hand. 4 is put your legs down. This is one side. Then you will do the left side. All of you get ready. Legs together. Hands both sides of your body. All of you wait. Look front. Step 1. Fold your right leg. Step 2. Rise up. Keep straight. 1, 2. Look front. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Step 3, hands down. Step 4, put your legs down. Then we'll do the left side. Step 1, fold the left leg. All of you fold the left leg. Step 2, both hands should be up. Fully straight. Keep the spine straight. Look straight. If you look straight, then you can maintain the posture. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Step 3, put your hands down. Step 4, put your legs down. This is called Vrikshasana, tree posture. Then we are doing 2 more standing yoga posture. One is front bending, one is back bending. Front bending. Step 1, raise your both hands straight, shoulder height. Step 2, completely raise it straight. Step 3, you start bending from the lower back, just parallel like this. This is step 3. Just have a look, no need to do. Step 4, put the palms down like this. Then keep the knees straight and stay here like this. Then step 5, slowly rise up, just parallel to the ground. Step 6, straight. Step 7, shoulder height. Step 8, put it down back. We'll keep on doing. All people stand properly, legs together. Step 1, slowly rise your both hands, shoulder height. 2, keep it straight, stretch it up. Step 3, till parallel. Step 4, stay down. 10 seconds. 1, keep the knee straight, don't bend your knee. If you are doing this much, it's okay, no problem. But knee has to be straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, knee straight. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Step 5, till. Step 6, completely up. 7, shoulder height. 8, put it down. This is called front bending, we call it Pada Hastasana. The second one, just have a look, no need to do it. Step 1, you should keep the palms on your waist. Hands should be like this. Both palms. Elbows should be closer. Body straight. This is 1. 2, you start bending from the lower back as much you can, but keeping your knees straight. Suppose you are bending this much, no problem. Just this much, no problem. But knee has to be straight. Elbows should be closer, like this. Not widening and doing bending more. Then step 3 comes back. Step 4, putting your hands down. Turn. Let's do it. Legs together, both hands straight. Step 1, keep the palms on your waist. Step 2, start bending back. Stay for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Step 3, slowly come back. Step 4, put your hands down. This is all about standing position. All of you sit down. Stretch your legs and sit. Legs apart, keep your legs straight. Keep the hands down. Relax, just move your legs a little bit. From here we are going to do the Vajrasana. Legs together. Keep the both hands both side, keeping your spine straight. Just have a look, no need to do it. Keeping the spine straight. After that, you have to do the right side. Step 1, fold the right leg. Just this much, step 1. Step 2, fold the left leg. Together. Then putting your palms on your knees, spine straight. This is called Vajrasana, diamond pose, right? It's very, very good for your digestion, right? Step 3, stretch your left leg. Step 4, stretch your right leg. Then after that, you need to be relaxed, legs apart, both hands, both side. Clear? Ready? Join your legs together. Both hands straight. Body straight. Don't sit like this, straight. Bend little bit front. Step 1. Just fold the right leg like this and sit on this. Step 1. Step 2. Fold the left leg and sit. When you sit, you have to both heels should be both side, not like this. It should be like this, straight. Eyes closed, back straight. 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Step 3. Stretch your left leg. First stretch the left leg. Step 4. Stretch your right leg. Then relax, legs apart. This is called Vajrasana. Vajrasana is very, very good for your digestion. Because if anybody is sick because of the indigestion, right? If your digestion is much better, you don't have any problem. Next yoga posture, we call it camel posture, Ustrasana. Just have a look. First, down, sit. First, you have to come to the Vajrasana. First, you should fold your right leg, then left leg. Keep the palms here. This is you already did. Till that you have to come. Then this is step 2. Step 3, just stand on your knees. This is step 3. After step 4, just catch your both heels. Just make a deep step. Then you have to step for 10 seconds. Then after that, step 5, slowly come back. Step 6, sit. Step 7, left leg straight. Step 8, right leg straight and relax. Clear? This is called camel posture, Ustrasana. Sit. All of you join your legs together. Legs together. Put the hands both side. Spine straight. Step 1, fold the right leg. Step 2, fold the left leg. Keep the palms on your knees. Step 3, stand on your knees. Little bit wide your knees, thoda sa knee apart. Yes. Step 4, start bending the back and catch your both heels. Step for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then step 5, come back. Step 6, sit. Step 7, left leg straight. Step 8, right leg straight. This is called which posture? Camel posture, Ustrasana. Then after that, we are doing Sasankasana, moon posture. This is very, very good to improve your memory power. So how to do this? First, you should need to come to the Vajrasana. Till Vajrasana is same, you already done. Then after that, step 3, raise your both hands up, straight. Then step 4, just bend front and touch your forehead to the floor. Keep the spine straight. This is called Sasankasana, moon posture. Step 5, slowly coming up, stretch. Step 6, putting the palms on your knees. Step 7, left leg straight. Step 8, the right leg straight. This is called Sasankasana, moon posture. Let's join your legs together. Both hands, both side. Step 1, fold the right leg. 2, fold the left leg. 3, raise your both hands straight up. Stretch it up. Step 4, start bending front. Touch the forehead to the floor. Stay for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Step 5, raise your both hands up. 6, down. 7, stretch your left leg, then stretch your right leg. Relax. First you did neck bending, then you did shoulder, then you did tree posture, then you did front bending, then you did back bending, then you, by sitting you did camel posture, Ustrasana and Sasankasana. Now all of you lie down on your stomach. पेट के ऊपर सो जाओ. Just have a look. Just look like this. All of you are sleeping like this. Legs should be apart. From here we are going to do, we call it Bhujangasana, cobra posture. How to do this? Step 1, place both sides. Elbows should be close, legs together. This is step 1. Step 2, start bending back as much you can. Stay for 10 seconds. Then step 3, slowly coming back. Step 4, again just cross your both hands, just relax. Let's all of you lie down on your stomach. Now, please adjust yourself. If there is no space, just either you can move till lie or left side. Both sides you can little bit move. And all of you slip. Ready? Now, step 1. Just keep the palms both sides of your chest. Legs together. Touch your chin on the floor. Step 2. Start bending back. Just stay for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Step 3, slowly come back. Step 4, cross your both hands. Just relax. This is called Bhujangasana, cobra posture. 2 times deep breathing. Deep breathing. Then one more posture you are going to do. Sleep on your, just you see. Sleep on your back. Just have a look. No need to do. Just see. You have to sleep on the back. Next posture. So what you have to do? First one, you should fold your both legs like this. It's very close to your buttocks. Then step 2, just raise your hip up. Bas. Just like this. Making a half D form. Then you stay for 10 seconds. Then slowly come back. Then put your legs down. Now all of you lie down on your back. Sleep on your back. All of you sleep on your back. Savasana, we call it Savasana. Legs apart, both hands, both sides, eyes closed. Please maintain silence. No need to speak. Ready? Join your legs together. Both hands should be both sides. Step 1. Fold your both legs. Fold your both legs very close to your buttocks. Both hands should be both sides, very close to your body. Step 2. Breathe in and raise your buttocks up. Hips should be completely up. Stay for 10 seconds. More up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, little more, 8, 7, 8, 9, 10. Step 3, put your hip down. Step 4, legs straight. 2 times deep breathing. Now, all you sit. All you sit. The ending part, we are going to do the pranayam and meditation another 5 minutes, then we are going to close the session. All you fold your legs. All you sit. You can sit like me, like Sukhasana, or you can do Padmasana, whatever you feel comfortable. Whichever you feel comfortable, you keep on doing. Straight. Now we are going to do pranayam. You all if you know the pranayam Kapalbhati? Yes. See how to do this. When you do the Kapalbhati, you have to constantly breathe out, breathe out, breathe out, breathe out. No need to breathe in. How to breathe in? It automatically goes breathe in. Just have a look. I'll do it 5 times. Then you are going to do the 50 times. Just see. Sitting straight, eyes closed, then you have to constantly breathe out, breathe out, breathe out by putting your stomach in. Clear? All of you sit straight. Keeping straight, eyes closed. Let's do the 40 times, 40 strokes. Start. Eyes closed, back straight. 2 times deep breathing. Deep breathing. Open your eyes. It's very, very good for your memory. Because when you breathe out, if you breathe out like this, it will not help you. When you put it little bit energy with your breathing, it starts stimulating your brain. Understand? You have to need to breathe out very fast. Let's do it once more, 40 times. Keep straight. Do as much you can. Start. Eyes closed, back straight. 2 times deep breathing. This is called Kapalbhati, right? The next pranayam we'll call it Anulom Vilom Pranayam. This is called Nasika Mudra. Mudra means to channelize the breathing within yourself. This is like this. When you close the right nose, you have to use the right thumb to close your right nose, right nostril. When you close the left nostril, use the ring finger and little finger to close your left nostril. It has to be on your right hand, not left hand, right hand. The left hand should be on your left knee, spine straight. First, all of you close your right nose. Right nose. Don't sit like this straight. Breathe in should be left side. Breathe in. Then close the left side. Breathe out from the right nostril. Again breathe in from the right nostril. Close the right through your right thumb. Breathe out from the left side. This is one round. We'll do it 5 times. Breathe in from the left side. Close the left side. Breathe out from the right nostril. Again, breathe in from the right nostril. Close the right. Breathe out from the left nostril. Second round over. Breathe in from the left. Close. Breathe out from the right. Again, breathe in from the right. Eyes closed. Breathe out from the left side. Two more rounds. Keep on doing. Keep your spine straight. Continuously two more times. Use your right hand to close your right nose and left nose. Spine straight. Eyes closed. Last one. Put your right hand down, eyes closed, back straight. This is called Anulom Vilom. This particular pranayam will help you to, like, if you have any type of fever, like malaria fever, typhoid, whatever fever, you need to have a paracetamol tablet. It's cure all type of fever. The same way, when you do this Anulom Vilom, it's cure all the diseases, like paracetamol tablet. Clear? The next one is, we call it Brahmari. B sound. Your tip of the tongue, it should be touches your upper palate. After the teeth inside, touch it up, mouth should be closed. Put your both hands down, keep straight. When you breathe in, as you breathe out, produce a sound just like a B. See just once me. You have to make it little bit long. When you do the long, the body will be more oxygenated. Oxygen level will be much better in your body. Right? We'll do it 3 times. All of you keep straight, eyes closed, back straight. Let's breathe in. Start. Breathe in. Breathe in. Eyes closed, spine straight. Last one, Om chanting. Eyes closed, back straight. We'll do it 3 times, Omkar. Let's breathe in. Om. Little louder, please. Breathe in. Om. Last one. Breathe in. Om. Just 1 minute meditation. Eyes closed, back straight. Please keep your spine straight, eyes closed. Just 1 minute to meditate. Meditation improves your concentration. Just look at your whole body. Body is completely getting relaxed. Just watch your mind. Feel the difference before and after the practice of yoga. Constantly keeping your spine straight, neck straight, eyes must be closed. Watch your breathing for a while. Let's 3 times deep breathing. Let's conclude the session with Shanti Part. All of you adopt Namaskar Mudra. Join your palms together. Ending prayer. सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः Take your both hands back. All you put take your both hands back. Bend front, surrender to Almighty. Slowly come back. Just rub your palms, give the nice massage on your facial muscles. Open your eyes with blue blinks. All you put stretch your legs. Both hands on the back. Just a little bit relax. Thank you so much for everyone to come here and do the celebrating the International Day of Yoga. Thank you so much.